What's going on, barbers? So, the results are in. Some of you want gossip and all the latest news about what barbers are doing what, and then some of you are geeks and just want clipper talk. How can I make everyone happy? Some of you talk absolute horse shit in the comments. I swear when I see some comments, it's like, you feel proud to speak such BS. Someone talking about C-type chargers being a legal requirement, some bullshit. This isn't the fucking Apple phone news channel. I'm talking about clippers and trimmers, not iPads and Macs. As far as I am aware, there are no legal requirements for a clipper to have any type of charging cable. Please enlighten me if you think I am wrong. It's almost like that time they called a shears a weapon. I mean, yes, it could be used to do major harm. But we are professionals, not fucking cavemen. This isn't some prison introduction to the world. We are responsible people who use our tools to work. And if anyone was ever to do else, well then you're just a waste of space, in my opinion. Unless you spray water in people's faces and pretend it was a mistake. I used to do this a lot back in my barber days. I used to soak annoying old clients if they stank. Or when a parent would drop off an annoying kid and leave the shop. I would act nice when the parent was there, and as soon as the parent left, I would stare that kid in the face and be like, sit still and don't fucking move. Usually it worked, and we could get the haircut done fast. And if it didn't, that kid was getting the worst haircut of his life. Do any of you barbers do anything like this in work? Or are you afraid? If you have any good stories from working in the barbershop, please comment. I do enjoy a good barber story. I sound like an old man now. But since a couple of months have went by, I want to talk about the new babyless clipper and the Andes one. Sometimes I talk about something when it's just out, and people will tell me to give it a chance. Well, all their chances are up. So let's take a closer look. Only on Barber News.
Oh, crying. I'm really just a dickhead, I'm really just a dickhead. Don't act like you don't know me. This camp deserve a trophy. Baby, they know me straight. They're the most crying in history. Power potent go show up. This camera clippers blow up. It's bossy or crying. 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 Bossy or crying.
I have seen so many comments on Barber Plug and barbers worldwide and just all over the net, with barbers complaining about this and that. I mean, it seems impossible to keep all barbers happy. So I can understand all brands feeling the pressure. Some of you barbers are hard to please. It's my job to look for what's hot and what's not, and I genuinely need to be honest on what I am seeing. With Andes, I still see some barbers talking about the Masters. I mean, that thing did have a big impact on barbering years ago. And the Tomb 45 clipper and trimmer. I can honestly say, hands down, that thing has flopped. Stone cold dead. I mean, nobody is talking about it. But the worst of all. Now listen to me, barbers. You might think I am told what to say. I'm not. My job is to report the world of barbering. And some of my long-term viewers can back me up. I am honest about what's going on. But it's easy to say, in my opinion, who the worst brand possible is. And this isn't me just ranting. This is seeing countless comments and problems occurring. Anyone with a brain left that brand. And anyone else who stayed had no choice because nobody else would associate with them. That brand is Coco. Do you remember when it first launched, people were like, wow, this brand is gonna take over, it's so cool and trendy. And then when everything started to break and fall apart, the truth came out. You can fool people for a short time, but eventually you run out of time. And that's exactly what happened to that brand. Don't be embarrassed to admit it. But have any of you ever bought from this brand? I am interested to know. I had a look at the customer care section on the website, and it would be easier to get an invite to the White House than to submit a problem with Coco. I am glad barbers worked together on this one and exposed that brand for what it really was. That was fucking awesome. And you can find all these products on TPOBUSA.com, and if you use code Jennifer Aniston, you get $40 off the whiteout play clipper. I mean, that's as cheap as possible, you can't get better than that. If you already have the play, tell me your favorite color. And should TPOB drop the gold play? I think that would be amazing. Let me know your thoughts on a gold play. What's the hardest haircut to do? Well, check out this next clip and let's watch it together. Oh, and maybe he uses a cool clipper to complete this cut. Let's check it out.
Alright, we're doing a flat top today. I'm going to do pretty tight to the side and pretty low, almost horseshoe. Bring everything up. So let's get into it.
Okay, this is going to be cool. Anyone who can do a flat top in my book has my respect, and especially when they use TPOB to do it. Let's get into this.
I'm going to start with a typical high fade. I always start my fades with a 1.5 as my base and blend and fade in from there. But we're not going to be blending into the length on top. Leaving that as a base. You want to take everything just below the parietal. And with this kind of a flat top, you want to go directly through the back. You don't want to curve. You don't want to follow the curvature. I'm going to try to keep that line straight through. My skin line.
For any of you wondering, this is the Slime 2 clipper and this is so cool. When you see an old school barber like this using TPOB, it makes me happy. You know there is no bullshit with this guy. He wants to cut hair, make money, and fuck off home. He wants his tools reliable and cutting good. And with this clipper, that's exactly what it can do.
Perfect. And this will serve as my stationary guide for the rest of the cut.
I'm not gonna lie. If the barber ran a 2 up my head like this, I would go fucking crazy. Is this how you start your flat tops? Let me know in the comments. I have seen a lot of different ways to do these.
It's okay to leave a little extra length if you want, just to give you some breathing room, like that. Kind of overextend it up until you can get that shape, more of it down. And something I have found to help. It's going in, grabbing the hair, lifting up. Using that low in the distance. Same thing with the front. Take it into the hair, ruffle it up, grab some length, bring it parallel to your stationary guide that you cut with the clipper guard.
I gotta admit, this clipper cuts so good. Who watching owns the Slime 2 clipper? And how do you find it? A lot of work was put into this clipper, and you can see by how it's performing.
Learned a long time ago about flat tops. When you place the comb, try to get the comb in there. Grab hair, lift it up, don't be afraid. I've seen people kind of go, oh, like this. No, get in there, grab the hair, lift, and you start working it up. Or the 1 yard close, not 1.5. Okay. One and a half. closed. Gently working into that flat top region.
I am sure anyone who knows how to do a flat top will know if you make one mistake on these, you can fuck the whole thing up completely. I have done this before. Have any of you ever fucked up a haircut? I mean, not even a flat top, but any haircut. Someone be a man and tell me a time you fucked up a haircut. Or is everyone going to pretend every haircut they do is perfect every single time? Okay, he nailed that. At the start, I thought he fucked it, but he actually pulled it off. Okay, barbers, the time has come where we must say goodbye. I want your opinions on everything. I actually have a big announcement to make on next week's episode. Can you guess what it's going to be? Please hit the like and subscribe. I'm out, barbers. Peace.